ball has tipped, and here we go.
Look, it's an overrated song, but it's even worse from you. So
I have a beautiful singing voice, so shut it.
Yikes. Yikes.
I also got really close to the mic while I sang that. So.
Yeah, it might be the worst take I've heard all week. And I've heard some stinkers.
You don't think I have a beautiful singing voice?
No. As your friend. No, absolutely not.
Thanks, Aaron. You know what? This is the last episode of the Lazy Sunday podcast.
Good, if it's going to have you singing on it every single
career.
time. Oh, my God. Good luck.
I'm going to Nashville.
Vegas. You're going to Vegas to start your singing career.
Oh, so
you'll be performing at all the male clubs.
Before we get into what we're talking about today, next year, for the first weekend, March Madness, let's go to Vegas.
And just bet on every game.
Yeah, it's apparently just it's great time.
I'm sure it is. I bet on a bunch of games last year, and you know who screwed me? I had a 7-team parlay. You know who screwed me?
Virginia?
No, Loyola. They beat Syracuse in the first round. I won't forget it. It might not have been Syracuse. I'm fairly sure they beat Syracuse in the first round.
6 seed?
I don't know. It was.
Didn't Syracuse make the Final Four?
Last year? No.
Wasn't it Syracuse, Loyola, Michigan, and Villanova?
Oh, I believe you're deadly mistaken.
I think I'm right.
I could be wrong.
I think I'm right.
They beat a good team in the first round.
Look it up. Oh, but yeah, this is the Lazy Sunday podcast. My name is Armin, joined by Aaron. Aaron is looking up what the Final Four was last year.
Yep.
But
I'm actually just looking up their first round win.
But yeah, this is the Lazy Sunday podcast. We talk about movies, sports, entertainment. We just get into it. This is a descent into nonsense.
Every single time.
Today we're going to be talking about the new Avengers trailer, Shazam, and then our big topic today is we're going to talk about March Madness, get into the bracket and what we think is going to happen.
They beat Miami. It was an orange team. They beat an orange team.
Look at the Final Four.
Okay. Oh, that'd be 2018 Final Four?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. You ready to get into this?
Last year 2018?
Yeah, it was 2018.
Wow. Wild.
Was that right?
Funny how time works. No, I haven't looked it up yet.
It's taking forever.
It was Kansas, Loyola, Michigan, and Villanova. You stink. Was it Syracuse even in it last year?
I think they were.
I think they went to the Final Four 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. As a 10 seed.
Yeah, I don't think they were in the tournament last year. We'll look it up.
Maybe.
We'll continue to look it up.
And let's get this thing going. All right, we're back. Let's get this thing going. Aaron, how you doing, man?
Great.
Good week?
Yeah.
You got up. So before we get into the Avengers trailer, we have some news.
No breaking.
We're big comics guys now.
Yes, we are.
Aaron has bought. How many comics have you bought?
I don't know.
Let's just say it's greater than 10.
Yes, great. Agreed. Greater than 10. How many comics have you bought?
So I bought greater than 10, but I only bought 12.
Okay. I bought greater than 10, also greater than 12.
Yeah. Oh, no, not greater than 12. Less than 13. I bought 12.
Wait.
I bought 12 comics.
Small brain here. Okay. Yep. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
But I've kind of dipped my toe into the comic collecting.
I've also only dipped my toe.
Aaron, I think you've at least waded waist deep.
No, absolutely not.
You've waded waist deep. I'm not going to say dove head first.
I feel like you have to have a decent amount. Like I have less than 30, and I bought them all in one purchase. It's not like I've. Oh, let me get this one.
Well, you've been watching. You've been watching a lot of them on eBay. Yeah. We're big on eBay now. We're getting on.
Huge eBay guy. Huge eBay guy.
Trixie, what is wrong with you? We have a Trixie.
She's a cat. She's hanging out with us today on the pod. No, but I mean, I just.
Don't you scratch me.
I'm just interested in a couple particular ones, and those are the ones I'm watching.
And tell us what the ones that you got. The DC Presents, which is all Superman and a character.
Superman and another character. It's DC Comics Presents from 1978 to 1986, or 97 issues, and I've got a decent amount of them. I got the first and the last and the one I want out of it.
I have the most recent run of Mr. Miracle from 2017. And that's it for now.
Oh, it's pretty good, though.
Yeah. I have a list, though, of ones that I'm interested in getting, though.
Keeping your eyes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking
your
at
feelers out.
Yeah.
Got all your sources.
The Old Man Star-Lord.
Okay.
The most recent Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Let's see, what other one? I wanted to get at least 2 more DC and then a couple more Marvel.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting into comics, guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna sell a lot of mine. I only wanted like one issue, but it was gonna be cheaper for me to buy this entire thing and then sell off everything else to get back to where I probably won't. I might be able to break even, or it'll cost me like $10. So.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so last Friday, the world woke up, and out of nowhere,
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Out of nowhere, a new Avengers Endgame trailer dropped.
Whatever it takes, man.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I know. Yeah, it's a great song.
What if they played that song instead
That'd
of?
be pretty funny. That's all I can think of every time I say whatever it takes.
Same.
No, but really good.
Really good trailer.
Don't need to see any. Like I said with the last one, I'll say it again with this one. I don't need to see any more. And I've got so many theories. And if what they're telling us is true about the first 30 minutes, this movie is going to be ridiculous.
Redonkulous, like you said.
Redonkulous.
So let's break it down a little bit. What we see first is some flashbacks with only red being shown.
Yep.
And
first it's Tony Stark. Then you get Captain America stuff.
And then
they
stuff
hit
from
Thor.
Thor,
Thor
and then
blonde eyebrow Thor.
bleached eyebrows.
Yes.
What a look. And then they go into Infinity War dusting.
You know, I think the more that you think about these characters is like first they dive deep into the roles and they're very like comic, and then they're playing like Elizabeth Olsen is essentially playing herself now. She's got no accent. Thor,
Thank goodness.
I know Thor has gone from very like old timey Shakespearean bleach, like he's blonde all the way through back to he's just Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
He's just Chris Hemsworth.
I don't know. Tony Stark has been Robert Downey Jr. the whole time.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
And I think Chris Evans is still Captain America.
Chris Evans is the one who is still Captain America.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. Now that's something we can agree on, unlike your singing voice.
That disappoints me, Aaron.
Well, hey,
Disappoints me.
facts. Okay.
So after we get the dusting, we get the voiceover of Peggy Carter, right?
Yeah, we get Peggy Carter saying sometimes the best thing we can do is start over.
Yep.
It's from The Winter Soldier. You get Tony talking about...
and then you have Black Widow talking. But I think so... We got some meowing going on. But I think we got... Well, what's going to happen, I think Tony's going to show back up home. Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel's going to show up.
Yep.
And everybody's going to be like, holy cat, we can do this. Nebula knows where Thanos is. Mm-hmm. We can do this. We can take him on. They either go, and I think Thanos beats him down again, even with Captain Marvel. They kill Thanos really easily, or he destroys the gauntlet and all the Infinity Stones.
I could see the latter. I feel like he's not going to want to fight him.
And they still you think they would just murder him?
I think Thor would murder him.
You think Thor hits, you just see...
Cold, just an axe just comes
in
out
the
of
head,
nowhere. Yeah.
in the back of the head
Yes.
or something.
Yes. Just absolutely dead. I think Thor is the one person who would murder him.
Yeah.
Maybe Tony.
But but you get some like wreckage scenes. That might be from that, and maybe he's trying to defend himself.
I've got a completely different theory on this. It's Avengers HQ getting attacked.
I think that happens, but there's another bad guy.
Is there?
You think Thanos is the...
I do think you're right. I think they fight Thanos early, and something like that happens.
Yeah.
And then, but I also think they start to meddle with time later, after the time jump.
And you get Thanos again, but a fully powered Thanos.
I don't think he has the Infinity... I think that's why you see him in his armor. It's because he's not got the Infinity Stones at this point. It's something in the past.
Do you think they would bring in someone, since they're messing with in the quantum realm, which is pretty much... Do you think they'd bring in a character like Annihilus, who's leader of the Negative Zone, or bring in like Kang the Conqueror, not as a one-off villain, but as like a.
He kind of gets introduced in this.
Yeah.
Well, I could see Kang coming in and saying, like, "Hey, man, I travel through time. This is my thing," and he kind of wipes out Thanos, but he's like, "I'm not gonna." Like, if Thanos is trying to stop them from restoring the timeline, but he's like, "I'm not gonna bother you guys."
I think there's another. I think there's. They're holding else. Well, of course they're
holding off.
They're holding
so much.
a lot back.
Like I was telling somebody at work the other day, like we've seen 2 trailers and a Super Bowl TV spot, and I legitimately can't tell you how this movie, other than the fact that I know they're grieving from the snap and they are gonna somehow come together and go do something. That's what I know about the movie.
You would have to see Infinity War before this, I think.
100%. It's a part 1 and a part 2.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I really like the trailer. It got me. And we were saying earlier, so I'm a big movie scores guy. Big movie scores guy. Like film scores, all that stuff. That's what I used to listen to while I studied.
Yeah.
The Avengers and all the characters never really had anything.
No Avengers still.
No.
To me
No, Guardians of the Galaxy, they kind of had a good
soundtrack.
No, the soundtrack, and then also they had a little theme that I liked. Like when they're breaking out of the prison.
Oh, there's the door opens and
there's a little theme that comes up, and there's a theme that comes up a couple other times. But I think the Avengers theme has turned into just the best, like the best. They have ingrained that into us. Like when you hear that now, you get chills.
It's so good.
They have ingrained it. It wasn't that good of a theme, and now it has become a great theme that everyone likes.
Yeah, I will say every time I hear it, I'm like, ooh, man.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Like when it plays at the end of the trailers every single time, or like when it played in Infinity War.
Captain America has a theme. In the train scene.
The Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, other than that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Everyone, he stands and just for 2 minutes. Just
Captain America isn't going to kneel.
Ooh, got him. But I think Captain America has the train scene in Infinity War.
Oh, okay. I thought, is that not the?
It goes the.
It's just part of the. Oh, okay.
That's not my singing. I'm just saying stuff.
No, continue. I've been entranced.
No.
Okay.
I won't. You
Okay.
already hated on my singing,
So give me this. One, like, not things people are predicting, not things you've heard somewhere else, not things. Give me one, you had to guess just one thing that's going to happen in this movie that we haven't seen anything about. There's been no inkling. It's just a wild guess from Armin. New segment, wild guesses from Armin and Aaron.
I think all the original Avengers die. Maybe not die, but are not. They're done.
There's a Black Widow movie coming out in the past. Set in the past,
maybe.
We could see what happens. What do they say? Her and Hawkeye say in the first Avengers?
Budapest.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in Budapest.
Or all of them. All the
would it be problematic?
All the superpowered characters, Black Widow and Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye's done.
I think Renner is done with the role. Also,
I think he gets his family back, but he's done.
Yes, I agree. But I think you're right.
Even Hulk. I think
Hulk maybe not starting to get real gray.
Maybe not dead, but he's
not as big as he was in the universe.
Also, his whole story is about him containing Hulk or getting rid of it. Maybe he becomes. Now, I remember they said there was like a 3-film arc for.
And it was Ragnarok, Infinity War.
This one.
Yeah.
So I think this is like his last. What other comic run are you going to do for World War Hulk? They've already.
You're right. They played the hits.
Yeah, you can't really do. And Thor, I think he might just retire from superhero life and go rebuild Asgard, rebuild the people, be a leader.
Yeah.
And then maybe, I think all of them, they're done. I think they're not going to do. You could get a Black Widow movie.
I will say I've not heard that take where you've knocked out all the big guns.
But you know what? Let's say they all die. That's my big wild guess. They all get killed. I don't hope that doesn't happen. But what most likely is going to happen is they're all.
No. We're not doing most likely. It's just wild. You said it.
Wild guess.
Oh, they're all dying.
All dead.
They're all dying.
They're all sacrificing themselves for the greater good.
Yep.
The greater good.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. All right. What's your wild guess?
I don't have one. I just wanted to hear yours.
Oh, okay. I'll get a wild guess from you for something else next week.
Yeah. Well, just give me. Well, I'll just pop in with my wild guess. I'll be thinking on it the rest of the show.
Okay. Moving on. So in good trailer, gets us more hyped, even if that's possible. We have some good news for the pod. Aaron has some contacts.
So many contacts
up at
in the film industry.
Warner Brothers.
Yep.
And he has gotten an exclusive early look at Shazam this Saturday.
Well, no, actually, I've already gotten it, but I'm going to go see the wide open preview as well with everyone else.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just you. It's just you, right?
Yeah.
It's just us journalists.
Yeah, it's for the small J journalists like us.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, Shazam is
Fandango. Thank you for hooking me up, Fandango.
Fandango is releasing a preview. Or they're showing the movie on Saturday.
This essentially tells me Shazam is good.
I think so. Well, they did the same thing for Aquaman.
Yeah,
but I don't think it was through Fandango. It was through someone else.
Was it as big as? Because they're doing this in 1,300 theaters.
I can't remember if it was as big. I can't remember who did it.
That's like half of the theaters it would normally release in anyways.
It should do.
I wonder if they'll count this towards the total box office.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Would they just count as like the Wednesday previews? Will that be what this is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or do you think Fandango gets a deal out of this or something?
I really don't know. I just know that the time I'm seeing it, the trailer...
Well, you can only get the tickets through Fandango, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. They might be getting it. They might do some special deal.
Yeah.
But Aaron's seeing it Saturday.
The reviews drop when I go into the theater. That's when the reviews drop. So I won't know anything like going into it beforehand.
So also for the first time, you'll be seeing a tweet from Aaron on our Twitter account.
I'm so active.
You will be seeing a tweet from the Lazy Sunday Podcast Twitter account from Aaron.
I'll sign it.
Aaron will sign it.
I'll sign off on it.
But I'm excited for you. I will be, unfortunately, out of town, unable to attend.
Unfortunately. This man's going to be on a cruise. What's unfortunate about that?
Nothing, but I would like to see Shazam early.
True. I'd like to be on a cruise.
It's not unfortunate. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to throw in there?
I'm really excited for it. Looks really good. Everything I've heard about it's great. Can't wait for this movie to come out, then The Rock's Black Adam movie to come out, and then for them to fight in the next Shazam movie. Or maybe there's 2 Shazam movies and they fight. Who knows?
I don't know. We'll see how it does. Do you think it's going to make more or less money than Captain Marvel first weekend, opening weekend?
Less.
I think it's going to make. Do you think it will make under 100 million?
Under.
Okay. I was going to go for under as well.
Yeah, under. I think it's going to make like 85 or 90.
85, 90. All right. To make things interesting, I'd say 105.
That's what you're going to say?
I'm going to say 105. I'm going to take the over.
I'd be happy if it hit
105.
That. It's going to come nowhere close to making Captain Marvel money.
No. I mean...
Captain Marvel's at $750 million. Like, yikes. It's going to make
I told you it was going to...
I thought it was going to... I thought total...
You took the under, I took the... Hey,
I know, but I still thought it was going to make like... I still thought it was going to make like $900 million.
Well, no, I say 105. All right, yeah, I'll stick with that. 105.
Yeah.
Over 100 million. Opening weekend.
Yeah. I think that's. I mean,
that would be a solid. That would be above predictions, I think.
Yeah, it cost $90 million to make, so you made it back right there.
All right. That's our movie and comic section. Let's move on to the main focus of our show today. starting tonight. Starting tonight.
The playing games tonight.
It's March Madness, baby.
Look, I don't know if that was your Dick Vitale impersonation.
It wasn't.
How do you feel about Dick Vitale?
I used to love him.
Look,
I didn't. I used to love him when he was calling other teams' games, and as I've been watching him call Auburn games, he's awful.
I've been sitting on this take since high school. No, it's not just now. I've been on this take for almost 10 years.
Okay. He's the whole SEC championship game, even when Auburn was up 23, he was just giving Tennessee all the accolades. Auburn would come in and make a great play, and he'd be, oh, yeah, baby, yeah, that was great. Tennessee, now they're a team that could win the Final Four, would go to the Final Four.
It's just, I just can't watch. I'd rather watch it on mute and put the closed captioning on.
See,
he's awful. He's not a good, like, he's just real, like, he's a living legend in basketball. I'm willing to admit that. He is a living legend. He's been around for a long time. Like, I totally understand that. But he's just not good at calling games.
I agree.
And he hasn't been.
He needs to, him, the thing is, though, him showing up for games he's the premier guy.
Yes, I know. He gets all the big games. He gets every big game.
But the big games that he gets are Kentucky, North Carolina, or Duke. Those are 3 games he gets to call. 3 teams.
He gets games during the tournament?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to say.
He's ESPN.
I know, yeah.
But who is the next guy up for
ESPN?
Or just for announcers for basketball, college basketball, that have that enthusiasm.
Jim. Oh, I mean, not that enthusiasm, but Jim Nance is good.
Oh,
he's great.
Come on.
He doesn't have that enthusiasm.
He's been on forever.
Yeah, but I like him a lot better than
I do. No, I'm saying that who's the next guy on ESPN who's calling
Adam Amin, I think, is very good. He did the women's national championship last year.
Okay,
I think he's really, really good.
I like. Is it who's the dude that calls the Big Ten games? Is it just Gus Johnson? Not Gus Johnson. The guy who was on Monday Night Football.
Joe Tessitore?
No.
Mike Tirico?
No. He was on last year for.
Oh, the bald guy?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love his calls.
Adam Amin is really good. Adam Amin's really good.
I like Adam Amin.
He let me get his championship call. But like all the games he's on, I think are really good. Like another guy, like I'm also not a big fan of Bill Walton on games. Like I know people love that, but it's just like I think he's just okay.
He's just on drugs.
Yeah, he is just on drugs all the time.
All right, let's get into.
If we're just going all like announcers, when Doris Burke calls a game, and people might hate. Doris Burke is incredible at calling a game. Doris Burke's really good. Mark Jackson is on and off. Mike Breen is great, but he's normally with Van Gundy and Jackson. That threesome's really good. Marv Albert's great.
Oh, Marv Albert has the best. I love his voice.
He's also like if you kind of peek over into his past, not a great guy.
Really?
Yeah. We just turn back the curtain. Everybody just Google Marv Albert.
I like.
Check out his Wikipedia page.
Kenny, or what's the dude? Oh,
Kenny the Jet Smith?
No.
No.
He calls CBS games on radio a lot.
Oh, I have no clue.
You
lost me.
His voice. I think it's.
I have no clue who calls CBS radio games.
But he's on TV too.
Oh, okay.
It's not Karl Ravitch. When we'll find this dude.
I don't know. Tim Brando? It's a big CBS guy.
I'm looking up CBS basketball. What should I look at? Radio.
Kevin Harlan's good.
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan's.
I like Kevin Harlan's voice.
Kevin Harlan's got a really good voice.
There goes my stomach. Man, it's making some noises.
Yeah, I was like, good night, man. Trying to get out of here to get those.
You guys get some margs.
Some margs.
Yeah, let's get into the bracket.
Oh, should I
Pull it up because I cannot find it anywhere on my phone.
got 1% battery, so we'll see how.
I'll pull it up then.
No, I'm pulling it up.
Why your phone? I swear is always almost dead.
Yeah, it is. It's a talent.
How do you do
what am I
it?
supposed to be looking up?
Got it.
Give me a team outside of the top 3 seeds that you think can make a run. Go now.
Not to show my homer side, but I think Auburn.
That's fair. I think Auburn's really hot.
They're
I think we're the best 5 seed.
after winning those games, but I can also see us losing to New Mexico State.
There are a lot of 3 seeds I like, which is unfortunate that I made this question 4 seeds.
I'm pulling up a picture of the.
All right, look. 4 seeds or higher that can make a run. I'll give you LSU's done, by the way. LSU
4 seeds or higher. I think Virginia Tech.
I like Virginia Tech.
I'll give you one from each region.
Except they have to play Duke. So
They've beaten Duke
this year,
Yeah,
without Zion,
but they also didn't have their point guard.
don't care. Any games that Zion didn't play don't count.
I mean, I think I finally got the hype for Zion. By the way, finally it
Duke got
hit me.
30-piece like twice by UNC, and then he played and they won.
I mean, if you play any team 3 times, that third game's always. Also, you got to remember, Duke only won by 1.
I understand they didn't lose by 30 though.
That is true. I think I'll go Buffalo in the West. I think Buffalo can make a run.
Okay. I like Florida State and Marquette out of that one. Oh, Nevada. I'm a big Nevada guy too. I think they got underseeded.
They've been shaky the last couple weeks.
I still think they're. I agree with you that they have been shaky.
I'll say that Cincinnati out of the South.
Yeah,
Tough draw for Tennessee, having to play in Columbus,
I think
an hour south of.
people who have to play Kansas State are going to be pretty upset too. That Wisconsin and Oregon Kansas State matchup, those are 3 really good teams.
What, Wisconsin, Oregon, Kansas? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
UC Irvine can beat. UC Irvine's all right.
Yeah,
they're good.
I agree. I think Virginia got. Virginia's going to have some tough matchups.
Yeah. Also, I think if Virginia hadn't lost last year in the first round, I think Gardner-Webb is a team that could beat them. They're almost. They're the team.
Virginia has no choice. They need to win by 50.
I think they will.
They legitimately play guys and don't rest them. Who win by 100?
They will.
Make Gardner-Webb never want to play basketball ever again.
I think they'll lose. They might lose to Ole Miss, or if Ole Miss wins that game, I think Ole Miss can beat Virginia just because of Ole Miss's guards.
Virginia, if you can make shots, if you have like you said, guards that can make plays and make shots, and you have a big who can stretch the floor and draw so they can't pack it in. Look, I think that's why they're beatable by anybody to me. They're really good. They only have 3 losses this year, and 2 are to Duke with Zion.
Yeah.
So it's like they're really, really good. But I just think the way they play hurts because I don't know. If Kyle Guy's not hitting shots, they're in trouble.
I agree. And then out of the Midwest, other than Auburn making a run, Iowa State. No, Wofford. Gonna go for it. Wofford.
I've heard a lot of people high on Wofford.
And news just came out today. PJ Washington's been in a boot since Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he needs to get healthy.
So Wofford, they get by Seton Hall, play Kentucky, just not get them in that second round.
Somebody texted me today about the Wofford Seton Hall game. They said, I'm thinking about picking Seton Hall, but if I pick Seton Hall, I'm picking them to lose to Kentucky. But if I pick Wofford, I'm picking them to beat Kentucky. So it was like a big thing for them, and I was like, dude, I'm going to sit down for a couple hours and really look like pour some knowledge into it.
It doesn't matter what I've been
100%.
I told you earlier, I've been watching college basketball a lot this year. I've watched a lot of games.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I've watched every single game that played this year.
Yeah.
If I watched every single game that all these teams played, I wouldn't guess. I wouldn't get. I'm. So really, it's just I might just flip a coin and say, all right.
You want to hear a fun stat? Do you know who won the national championship last year?
Villanova.
Yes. Do you know what category they led in at the end of the regular season last year, plus the conference tournament?
Ooh, what?
3-pointers made.
Oh.
Do you know who is leading in that category this year?
Villanova?
No.
Auburn?
Auburn.
Huh. That's so. New Mexico State scares me
Because they do not scare. I don't know why they scare you.
They're 30-4.
They
didn't lose to Kansas by much.
Kansas is not good.
Back when Kansas was Kansas.
Kansas has not been good all year. They were okay when Azubuike was healthy. They are not good now.
But Auburn, if they play the way...
Let me give you the scouting report. I've got an inside source at Auburn.
Okay.
Let me give you the scouting report directly passed to me. They dribble it around for 24 seconds and shoot the ball.
Is that what the...
No, that's not. It's 100% from me. I made that up.
About New Mexico State?
No, that is what they do. They shoot it at the end of the shot clock, right? Pretty much every possession. Close. They use it a lot, and then they shoot a 3. And then they hope to get an offensive rebound, and they put it back up.
Okay. If Auburn can... Look, if they play... The thing is, we didn't have the best percentage shooting three-pointers last week.
Except for Bryce.
Bryce was great.
Yeah, Bryce was
great.
great.
But we didn't... How many... we shot 15 of 40 that last game.
Look, when you shoot
43s,
it's like, hey, look, if I only make 13, it's like, well, it's not bad.
Just think if in the first half I think there were 3 of 11 in the first half.
And the way we turn people over, we can afford to take some of these bad shots.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we keep playing how we've been doing well, how we have been playing, I think we're good.
Sorry, the Domino's guys here.
Oh yeah, we got pizza here.
One sec.
Oh. Yeah. No, I hope not. I don't think it was. But yeah, Aaron had to go get pizza, but get it from the front door.
Yeah.
But
no, I just Auburn. If Auburn plays the way they've been playing, they've got an opportunity. I think they
make the Elite Eight.
Yes.
All right. So if they make the Elite Eight or make the Final Four, even the teams they'll have to beat: New Mexico State, Kansas, North Carolina, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's a very tough road.
Even if Kansas is not in there.
Look, okay, let me tell you this.
And also there might be an upset in there somewhere.
Let me tell you this. Bruce is big on legacy, like very, very big on legacy. Like he wants things to be named after him. He wants to be at Auburn for a long. People get worried about him leaving. He's not going anywhere. He wants to be at Auburn, like one last stop. Like this
I can see that. He's made Auburn into a...
Yeah, and I do think he's all in on the family community aspect of it. He is he's bought in. I think him and Alan Green have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
And I think if he made this run, look, first of all, number 2's number is getting retired. Not many people will wear that again if they make this run. And hell, it might be retired anyways. Bryce has been one of those guys that's really grown. He's shown so much maturity in his game and outside, like off the court.
Yeah.
Like that interview he gave him and Jared.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a new person. He's a great guy, and like everybody loves Bruce so much that if he made this run, like then I'm 100% sure he's not going anywhere. And
I think they can make a run to Final Four.
I think so. I mean, I've got him at the Sweet 16. I think UNC is just such a tough matchup for him.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
Sweet 16. I mean, 1985 was the last time we went to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, that'd be
Did
great.
we go in 2000?
Yeah, we went in 2003. We made it to 2003.
We made it to the Elite Eight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we can make it a game with North Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, Tennessee. No, did Tennessee lose? Tennessee lost to them, or did they beat them?
To North Carolina?
Yeah.
Tennessee beat North Carolina.
Tennessee beat North Carolina.
Yeah.
There are.
No such thing as transitive victories in basketball.
Well, I know there
sport.
is North Carolina is beatable.
I do think Auburn's going to have more. Compare the way that Auburn went into the last tournament last year.
Yeah.
We were injured. We were beat up. We were not playing. We were playing our worst basketball of the year.
Yeah.
And it showed. We got 30-pieced.
And we're playing our best right now.
That's what I'm saying.
We got beat by 30 by Kentucky, and we've turned it around. And we know what type of team they are.
Yes, everybody knows their role. They figured it out. Bless you. And hey, I think they've got a real opportunity.
I do too. They could have gotten a better draw. Winning the SEC tournament championship doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, I don't think conference tournaments don't matter unless you're projected to not get in.
Yeah.
Or if you're like literally on the bubble and you make a big run to the championship
I
game.
think this one was a big deal for Auburn because they're hanging a banner.
100%.
They got to cut down the nets.
2 banners in 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's big.
It's really good,
especially
season.
for a program like Auburn.
I will say that whole staff down there, I'm happy for a lot of those guys down there.
Good.
And the players, a lot of them work really, really, really hard, and they deserve all the success they're getting.
Good. It's a scary. I don't think Duke. I think Duke's going to win, but it's also the NCAA tournament. There needs to be. I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I think they will, but I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Because I think another team every year. I love all the people putting 1s and 2 seeds into the Elite Eight. Oh, hello. Only 1 and 2 seeds in to the Elite Eight, and then like only strictly 1 seeds.
It's the Dick Vitale bracket,
Yeah.
all chalk.
And Jay Billis, and just it's crazy.
Also the Obama bracket. My favorite was Obama picked one upset in the entire bracket, and then everything else was chalk.
I think. Look, like last year Loyola made it. Year before that, South Carolina.
There's somebody every year.
Yeah.
Generally. I think the last time it was all chalk, like the Final Four was all 1s, was like 2008.
Even though Elite Eight will have some, it won't be 1 versus 2, 1 versus 2, 1 versus 2.
No, I think like Derrick Rose year was the last year, was all 1s.
Gotcha.
So dude, this is gonna be a fun tournament, fun next couple of days. Everybody that's at work, they're gonna.
I'm gonna watch it.
The games.
We're boarding the cruise at 1 Eastern time, so I'm gonna get to a TV or just on my phone. I'll be in Miami, so watching them.
You'll be able to get it.
All right. It's a quick show. Hope everyone has a good week. Enjoy the madness that is March.
This is March.
Thanks, John Rothstein.
Good old Johnny boy.
All right.
Welcome to the jungle.
That's the show.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Trixie.